Just real quick on ideology and religion. A religion is an ideology. Both appeal to people that don't want to think for themselves. And this may sound weird, as a lot of ideologies need some thinking through, but what I mean is they want to establish a template once and then have that regulate human life and coexistence forever. Instead of individually judging every new situation and character they encounter. So, what is required of life is that you judge every individual you encounter individually on the merits of their character and not by fitting them into a ideology template that is then either your enemy or your friend. Like, I grew up raised by an Indian mother and my German stepdad. We traveled so much as kids. One year we'd go to India, the next someplace in Europe. And I encountered so many different people, who all followed various ideologies and religions. So I guess I learned from an early age that individuals and groups are two very separate entities. Judging an individual by a group's traits, that is basically the flaw that underlies all of the isms, racism, sexism, you name it. Just don't do it, and you'll be on the right side. Like, you don't judge an individual by the traits of the groups what the group did that individual belongs to. That's fundamentally why I'm an individualist, or why I've recognized the individual is the most important thing in this world. So we can finally end all of this, the Germans, the Jews, the Muslims, the Christians, the men, the women, the blacks, the whites, the yellow, the purple, the pink, At the same time, recognize that an individual can be a German, a Christian, a woman, and white. It just doesn't mean that automatically puts them into a box. Having a group, community to fall back on when things need to be organized, large-scale projects realized, or defense against an attack organized is extremely valuable. Individualism doesn't mean that you are incapable of socializing. Like everything in life, it's not a black and white issue. It just means you're capable of choosing when it's wise to get together in a group to get something done. But dissolve the group once the task has been completed and go back about your business. But you need a strong individual character to be able to judge whether a group is pursuing a goal that serves each individual in the group, or whether it serves some nefarious purpose of the group's leader. Last but not least, any collective will only be as strong or good or virtuous as the individuals it's made up of. So even as a collectivist, you cannot get around the argument that the individual is of utmost importance, much more so than the collective.